In today's day and age, it's hard to imagine the subject of Star Wars being brought up and someone being completely baffled or even appalled by it. However, this occurs far too often than it should. Not everyone knows how much Star Wars has to offer them. But today I will break down exactly what can be taken from this amazing saga, whether it be knowledge you be utilized in real life or just something to cherish as an avid moviegoer. There's a little bit of something for everyone in Star Wars. I believe that this generation there are far too many people who do not concern themselves with sci-fi movies such as Star Wars because it's too fictional or too long. However, as of December 2015, according to a survey posted by Statista, 31% of people over the age of 18 have never seen a Star Wars movie. And that means every 1 in 3 people you talk to hasn't seen it. Man, that could be you. Imagine someone making a Star Wars reference or joke after all the laughter someone says, I don't get it. Imagine how awkward that would be if you were the one laser brain who just didn't get it. That would suck. But you may ask, why should someone have to know about all these movies? Didn't they come out like forever ago? Well, yes, but the new movies are connected to the original and sequel trilogies that came out in the early 80s and early 2000s. Even more so that now that Lucasfilm, or the Star Wars company, has come out with a new trailer depicting a character that is thought to be dead in the new movie coming out this December. This connects all the previous trilogies into one huge storyline. Now, I'm well aware of what you're going to say. Now, that's way too many to watch. 3 trilogies, that's 9 movies. Oh yeah, that's a lot. But if you watch 1 movie per week, even if you skip a couple weeks, by the end of the year, in December, when Episode 9 or Rise of the Skywalker comes out, you'll be prepared to indulge yourself into that movie. Now, with all the hype of the movies in the past couple years, who wouldn't want to watch Star Wars? Well, the common excuse is that it's too weird or it's just not their thing. Although in the class survey, the majority of you had listed off movie genres that Star Wars would fall into. Now, Star Wars has romance, comedy, action, thriller, and of course sci-fi. Now I want you to imagine a romantic tragedy of 2 star-crossed lovers, a soldier bound by his religion, and a senator in the midst of a war. They find one another in the middle of it all while a all-powerful undercover wizard takes the control of the entire galactic senate while coaxing the soldier to his side and having him betray his beloved and turn to the dark side. Thrilling, right? Now and that's just the prequel trilogy, and I haven't even told you about the laser swords yet. Now, those of you who enjoy digital and theatrical effects, this saga has both. From 1977, when CGI or computer graphics imaging was barely being introduced, to now, when theatrics are barely being used in cinemas at all anymore. Star Wars always has indulged themselves into both to really put you into the fantasy. J.J. Abrams was even quoted saying, I remember when I was watching Star Wars when I was a kid, and these 2 droids were walking along the deserts of Tatooine, and I knew they were there. It wasn't some painted background on an interior set. It wasn't some lame visual effect, or even a great matte painting. You knew they were actually somewhere else. In an article, A New Hope, how J.J. Abrams brought back Star Wars using puppets, greebles, and yak hair, by Lev Grossman in Time magazine. This shows that the directors who are fans wanted to keep Star Wars having the same feeling as the original movies, keeping the consistency of quality all throughout the entire saga. Now, your issue may not be disinterest, but that there might be a lack of availability to the movies. Now that you know a little bit about the story of Star Wars, you should know where you should be able to watch them. Now, you can just wait until November when Disney Streaming Plus service comes out for only $6.99 a month, and then it'll probably have all 8 and maybe even 9 Star Wars movies. But if you don't want to wait that long, you can buy episode 1 through 6 on eBay for only $25. Or you don't trust eBay? Understand. Amazon sells it for $80. Not gonna buy it? I feel it. Find your nearest nerdy friend with all the movies and have yourself a movie marathon with all your friends. And for the new movies, you can find them on Netflix. Now, imagine yourself with a couple of friends. You're all with a bucket of popcorn in one hand and all your friends there, or even just that special someone by your side. And you can dive your subconscious into a galaxy far, far away. You'll get so into the story of intergalactic conquest, love, betrayal, and sorcery, you will be disappointed that you've already finished them all. Now you know where and how to watch Star Wars. You have no excuse not to watch them all before Episode 9 comes out this December. So by the will of the Force, you will watch or rewatch the saga before Rise of Skywalker. And with the collective people all have been able to have watched the expansive saga, we can all be more cultured as a society, with something great in common such as Star Wars. Now go watch them all, enjoy, and may the Force be with you.